everyone, welcome to Baku, round 4, I want to say. Yeah, just 9 minutes now until race start, until Q1 will begin. Looks like we've got a few Division 1 drivers stepping in tonight. Looks like McGurk's took an AlphaTauri seat. Looks of it. Ross Wales stepping in for the Aston Martin with his teammate Starfish just loading in as well. Looks like we're still waiting for a couple more drivers. Just 3 more. So after a pretty much an amazing race last week, in Monaco, we're now moving to Baku, another street circuit. A couple of street circuits for the next couple of weeks. But Baku, always a good watch. I'm sure those who watched Division 1 the other night enjoyed it, as we had, I think, around about 14 drivers DNF, as it was tough conditions. But no driving incidents to the stewards, which I'm sure the admins enjoyed, and the stewards. So we look through the Division 2 driver standards. We have still in 1-2 we have the Alfa Romeos. Next we have Hans and the Williams, and then we're behind the Ferrari, the McLaren, and then the top 5. And there's not many points. There's about 10 points separating the top 4. So there's definitely keep an eye out on them drivers. There's still a few drivers yet to score points, and we hope we see them drive tonight or score some points at least. See if we can find the constructor standings. No, I can't find the constructors, but like I say, there's 10 points between P1 and P4 in the drivers standings, so that's between our Eagle, Flawless, Hans and Nambian Boy. All 4 of them will be looking, hopefully, to try and grab a podium. It'll be interesting to see which ones will grab a podium. Most of all, they'll be looking to finish the race and score some decent points, but I'm sure they'll be aiming for a podium. As we now have 19 drivers in, just waiting for the final driver in the Williams. Do want the Mighty Williams to go, and we do have the Mighty Williams driver in, Meek. We're just waiting for the final driver in the Alpine seat of Esteban Ocon. Hopefully he'll be much better than Esteban Ocon, and just sitting boring in the middle of the grid, but that should be interesting. Those who are watching, just if there's anything throughout the race you want to drop a text in, let me know. We'll try and start like a live watch party, if you like, where you put stuff in the Discord. Make sure you tag me in, and I'll try to react to it and talk to it. And that'll be very entertaining. As a new dynamic we can try add to this live stream. Let's say 5 minutes to go. Just waiting for one driver. That's good. Hopefully there'll be no incidents into turn 1 this race. Not as many safety cars as last night. But who knows, as we have all 20 drivers in, I believe. And there we go, we have JX Charlton taking up the final seat in the Alpine. Be interesting to see whether admin decide to start the race early because everyone's in, or they'll probably wait just at 8 o'clock just to give people time to get set up and do a Kimi Räikkönen and have a shit for the race. So it looks like we're going to be waiting the next 4 minutes. But yeah, please let me know in the Discord of who you reckon the predictions of your top 3. Please let us know. We have another Division 1 driver taking up a seat in Div 2, Drowsy Brawler in the McLaren. I'm not sure if Cass is also a Div 2 or Div 1 driver, but he is running with McGurk as a teammate. Yeah. Hopefully we get to see some good clean racing tonight. Just obviously, we hope it keeps it clean. With being a street circuit, it's always going to end up someone hitting a wall at some point. And hopefully, not as many wing changes as people will be wanting. I managed to get through the whole last night, even in the wet, without a wing change, which I'm still trying to think, oh my god, how did I do that? But yeah. I'm getting distracted. There's people outside my window in my house staring up into the sky at nothing. It's quite entertaining. Anyway, back to F1. So 2 minutes to go to the race start. We'll do a quick run through the grid. We'll go from Mercedes down to Williams. I'm not going to go through constructor standards because that's just, like I say, a ball ache. But in the Mercedes we have I'm the Best, Don't Mess and DXT Viper. In the Red Bull we have iZombie. We have Dirty Chewbacca, RH Storms and Drowsy Brawler making up the McLaren seats. Starfish and Lost Wales in the Aston Martin. In the Alpines we have Ralphie Squad and JX Charlton. Ferrari is Nambian Boy and Vinny Cousin. In the AlphaTauris we have McGurk and Cass. In the Alfa Romeos leading the Drivers' Championships at the moment, Flawless and iRegal. In the Haas we have SYM and Acerop, I think that's how you say it. And in the 2 Williams seat we do have Meek and Hans. Just waiting now for that clock just to tick over. We can get this party started. I'm sure Alfa Romeo will be looking to extend their championship standings, but as I say, the top 4 in the driver standings is very close. You know, we move down 3 or 4 places. Podium could mean you extend your championship points, who knows. To ready up now. We're about to go down. Dueling in the city of Baku. Hopefully this week I'll try not to run on board as much. Like I say, I'll try not to get distracted. But yeah. At the final countdown now before we start. Setup's all going to be very crucial in this race. All drivers will be looking to go fast down the straights and compromise sector 2 through the twisty streets of Baku. Or will drivers be willing to go a little bit slower on the straights and be more willing to be almost quicker through the corners and try and nab a few places? It is one of them tracks where if you do nab a wall, it is gonna hurt. I don't know why my game's doing that. But yeah, yeah, you're gonna you want to be try not to brake too late and lock up and either go down the emergency slip roads, or worse, into a car or a barrier and get damaged. That is going to certainly ruin your race and other people's. As we load into the pits in beautiful Baku. So we'll try and watch the first lap of whoever gets out the pits first, whoever's the quickest of getting the setup on, choosing what tyres and get out. It looks to be a 3 lanes in the pits. That'll be an Alfa Romeo. Ross Wales leaves the pits as well. They're going to get our setup all set up as well. That is going to help. It's flawless. Car number 69 looks to be the first one out of the pits. He is going to be followed by Regal. Be interesting to see whether the two Alfa Romeos. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Be interesting to see whether the two Alfa Romeos will go through. Sort of what we saw the Haas cars do last night. Will be interesting to see. Two cars will go their own ways and sort of use space. Down the restart, through however, through the top turners. Nice up over there, bit of fast on the exit. The Regal doesn't give fuels a bit of space. All this is invalidate for his lap. Flying down the main street. In for DRS now, sorry. DRS wide open. Finish line, starting his lap. Nice turn one, didn't get too wide, didn't get too much curb on the apex, very nice revert. Most importantly, does not touch the wall. DRS wide open now down the back straight. He's going to be pushing, let's say, probably about 180 miles an hour, 200, sorry. Hard braking zone, really quite wide through there, but still doesn't finish touching the wall, that's good through there. Very clean and fast through there, as we like to see. Through the little chicane now, all nice and clean as we come up to the castle section. Through the nifty streets, turning in very nicely there. Into castle now, will we get a Charles Leclerc? No, we don't. We managed to do well there. It's a very nice line through the castle section. It's a little bit wide coming out of castle, you won't want to do that too often. Just want to be careful in that corner, if you go too far wide you will invalidate it. Turns in there, making sure not to snag the ball. Hoping he doesn't invalidate like he did on his outlap. Purple in sector 2. Just very well from there. Down the main straight we go. Absolutely flying now. Past the DRS detection zone, that won't make a difference. This DRS gets wide open now. Pushing 205 miles an hour. Crosses the line, sets a very nice time for 1:38.9. And his teammate sets a very respectful time as well, just a 1:39.3. So Flawless does have a slightly bit of his teammate. Starfish pushes iRegal down to P2. Setting a 1:39.0. Very nice time indeed from the Aston Martin there. And we're going to use the wipers on his outlap. Looks to be a bit of traffic there. Right on board now with one of the Haas cars, SIL. Sets his time with 1:43. Bit of traffic wouldn't have helped him there, but would have wished he had a bit of clean air. The toe certainly wouldn't have that fully down the straights. We're going to follow DXT Viper just as it comes through the cancel section now. Hoping he doesn't spin out or cause yellow flag. He's a bit too slowly through there. He's out lap though, he's not really too worried about that, he's just been trying to test it. Still waiting for the two McLarens to set a time. They're the only, no they're not. Sign the Rest Don't Mess, Transit Brawler, Zombie and RH Stars to get set the lap. DXT Viper now looking to set his lap, the Aston Martin Starfish, rather on his arse. He'll be hoping that he goes into the pits and he's not giving him a turn. As they're not teammates. Starfish now really sitting on that. Bum as he does go into the pits. DXT Viper starts his lap. We're going to ride on board for him without his lap now. Turns in very nicely there. Slipped the throttle, I think, just a little bit on the exit. That's going to hurt his delta a little bit. Still looking very nice and quick. Bit weavy on the straight. All clean through there though, that's what you want to see. I'm going to be quiet now so we can really hear sort of the engine noise. Really want to. One thing we can note with F1 2021, we can hear now the, I believe it's the supercharger, or something like that, the little very nice noise to hear from the car. Just wish Codemasters paid more attention to the game bugs than the engine noises. Everyone so far on the soft tyre, everyone's looking to go on to mediums. Looks to be a dry start of the race. Whatever. Me. So, good as DXT Viper going into the pits. He is. No, he's not. Across the white line now, that's a bit dangerous. This is 1:43.5. You wonder maybe if he didn't swerve a little bit on. As the two McLarens now leave the pits. We're going to switch to Meek now as he's yet to set a lap. He's in sector 2. Bit of curb there. Going through the gears now. Changing down. Really trying to push this car through. Trying to push Williams into Q2 is what we like to see. His foot will be hard to the pedal now in gear 8, as you can see. His little head-up display. DRS open now. Really starting to drain that DRS. Across the line, he goes P13. 1:42.1. 1:42.1. We're going to move on board now with DXT Vipers. And I've been requested to have the full track map on. No problem. Yeah, I'm the best damn mouse now, really turning. There's, who's moved up quite far? Me, moved up to P14, I believe. Quite pushed DXT Viper down to P17. As you see the camera slightly shake from the brute speed of I'm the Best Don't Mess coming down the main straight. Crosses the line, and I believe we have a car in the barrier. No, he's not in the barrier, he's just took emergency, so took the emergency road, didn't crash, and waiting for traffic to leave. That was well done, ASOP, just to avoid an incident there. Looks like Drowsy Brawler's getting a very nice toe off his teammate, going faster than sector 1. This is going to hurt him now going through sector 2. I wonder now if this will be McLaren tactics or will this just be Drowsy sort of using his teammate really, sort of what we saw Lewis Hamilton and Grand Prix Budapest Baku as well. As we have a car on the barrier. We have iZombie's crashed. He's alright though, he's lost a bit of front wing. He's going to have to go back to the pits to get that replaced. Hopefully he doesn't push too hard and DNF himself. Because he will be starting from the back of the grid if he does that. Switch across to the two McLarens again. Drowsy Brawler very closely getting the tail. Right behind his teammate now. Punching a hole in the air through him. Drowsy Brawler goes P7. Toe down the main straight did help. As his teammate Irish Storms when he goes P11. Ambient Boy here looking to possibly set another time. The RS open, so it looks like he's going to be setting another time. No, he's going into the pits. Very hard to know usually most of the time when they're setting a lap, because that's the normal sound glitch. Sorry, as I was saying, so it's very hard to see at the moment and they're coming on like in laps, because you see on the left hand side the screen set laps. It would be nice if maybe Codemasters had a feature where when you press, when you tell Jeff box his lap, it then goes someone who's spectating in lap. James Charlton sets the fastest in sector 2 there. In P18 at the moment he's going to looking to improve. He's come down the main straights. Really pushing the Alpine. Very close to his limits. The L's wide open now. So you see that letterbox at the rear wing open. And he goes P15, so he is safe. But driver at risk, definitely. Some old-ish softs. On board now. Two McLarens. Are they looking to set another lap? I think they're going to go straight to the pits. Dirty Chewbacca looked to gone out on some brand new soft tyres. Looking to improve his lap time. Hopefully that traffic in front of him, the Mercedes and the Alpine, gets out of the way for him. Oh, he sort of gets held up there, he's not going to like that. A bit jittery on the exit, away from Dirty F and the car in front of him. With the Alpine, so not to lose. Right on board for him now as he comes through castle section. Will the Dirty F, that Alpine, hurt him a little bit? It looks to there on the exit of that last corner. Turns in, gets a little bit close to the wall. Just to get through alright though. Really testing the limits. Red Bull now going to want to possibly move up. Doesn't do what his teammate did, Zombie does, where losing the front wing of that corner. Chewbacca really wanting to push his lap time now. Again, probably just a slight toe off that car for him, that's not going to happen. The car does go into, oh no he doesn't. Does not improve, he is, oh no he does improve, sorry. I believe that's how you say it. Ross Wales has retired a little bit prematurely, I'd say, in P12. It's quite a risky situation to sit there. It's like I say, he's moved down to P13 now. Starfish also retired for the session. That should be alright. P2 with a very good time of 1:39. Alright. Board now of ASOP. And he looks to be on some scrub tyres, so it may just be actually, we're going to move to Cass. He's on some brand new soft tyres. The Aftari. Aftari doing very nice at the moment. It's at P4, P5, and Q1. That's quite nice. So we would assume they're safely through to Q2. Brand new soft tyres. Let's see what Cass can do with that Aftari in the Honda power unit. I'll admit, not the best sounding engine power unit. As we see his brakes go, and he goes a little bit on the curb. That's maybe not using as much of these soft tyres as what you want to, going a bit wide in that previous corner. Gets very close to the wall, but gets away well. Oh, snags the wall slightly. He's open. Looks like he doesn't have any damage. He's not going to help his lap time as he is a couple of attempts slower than his previous time. Ross Wales now moving down to P14. Oh, Cass almost hitting the wall, doing a Charles Leclerc. The Aftari. Right, it's not going to help his lap time at all. So we see a yellow flag in sector 1, but I think that'll be one of the McLarens moving up the road. And that'll be up Drowsy Brawler. 1 minute left of the session now. We'll be opening these cars just entering sector 2 now. Can get round, get a lap in. It's going to be a very close call for them. Especially they won't want to be pushing their tyres too hard. To sort of save a bit of grip for their hot lap. Cass now going down the main straight. Looking to improve his time. He crosses a line and does not improve. 2 seconds slower. 2.4 seconds slower. He won't be happy with that, but he can go again. If he wants to go faster. Oh, touches the wall again. And we're going to move on board now with Drowsy Brawler. As he's at the pack of this sort of rear gap. He's got 15 seconds to get from the line from top of the strike. I do not believe he's going to do it, to be honest. But he looks to be safe. He's P8. Session now really trying to tick over. And he does not get to the line quick enough. Neither does Nambian Boy or the Mercedes of the ASD Viper in front of him. They'll be wishing they left the pits just a little bit sooner, just to get out in time. Make the use of them new tyres. Going to move on board now with JX Charlton in the Alpine. It's at P17. He needs to improve here. That'll push Meek down to P16 if he does improve. Meek, the only Williams, the mighty Williams going through. Sorry. Not the best Q1 for Williams there. If Hans does go out, well, Hans will be going out as it stands, sorry. Especially if Meek gets knocked out by JX Charlton, who's getting a lovely toe off this Red Bull in front of him. JX Charlton crosses the line. He goes P13, he makes it through, pushing both Williams out. He'll be a bit gutted that his teammate Ralphie's squad doesn't go through. However, he's got his car through, and that's the main thing for him. And that is Q1 over. Very close battle at the front. Less than a second between the top 7 drivers, so it's all to play for still. As you see now, who's gone out in Q2? So Ralphie's squad, DXT Viper, Zombie, Hans, Meek, Ross Wells just literally gets through by the skin of his teeth. He'll be sort of in a brown trouser moment now. And there's only a tenth between him and P17. Like I say, both Williams will not be too happy with that. Red Bull Zombie does go out, and DXT Viper in the Mercedes, and Ralphie squad in the Alpine. So moved on to Q2 now. So as we know, these are the tyres that racers will start the race on. So they'll be looking to go quite slow on their out laps, making sure they don't take too much out of the tyres again, and definitely pushing on their fast lap. You'd be hoping that they don't push almost too hard, that they use, a bit more tyre wear than what they want. Burnouts aren't going to hurt them. So, the nicer you are to your tyres in Q2, the longer your stint is in your first stint is in the race, and we're still waiting for Q2 for some reason. I don't know why. Must be some EA problem, which is no surprise. But yeah. There we go, we finally get timer through. We load into Q2 now. Just waiting for flawless, it looks like. Put on it, the rest of the grid, sorry. So, and they've all loaded in. As we load into Q2 now, 15 minutes of this session now. Let's see who's the first one to win the race of getting out of the pits. Always an exciting race. Looks to be a Ferrari's coming out, but the Alfa Romeo may just skip in front of him, and he does. That is always going to be a bit of a annoying thing. Looks to be flawless. Oh no, it's actually iRegal, sorry. Flawless's teammate iRegal goes out the pits, followed by a Ferrari. As we see, iRegal just sort of playing with the DRS there. I'm just giving it a quick test out. I choose now to have the tyres on so we can see what strategy these drivers are going for. Looks to be a dry start to the race from drivers, as I say, in the Discord. Looks to be sort of a mixed pack actually in terms of soft tyres and medium tyres. Looks to be like iRegal going out on the soft tyres. Some drivers, of course, will be possibly looking to go out on the medium tyres, set a benchmark time, see how they do, and if need be, go out on the soft tyres to improve that lap time, sort of push them up the grid if needs be. Just as a same reminder for those who don't know, these are the tyres that they will start their race on. So iRegal is looking to cool his tyres, cooling his brakes, getting the car set up. I think he's looking to get a tow actually, yeah. There's Vinny Cousin and Ambient Boy, sort of almost parked on the grid actually. iRegal really trying to get a tow here by the looks of it, I think. Sort of parked. Oh, we have contact! Contact from Jazzy Baller. 5 place grid penalty for McGurk. I think that all stems from iRegal sort of parking at the apex, sort of a little bit too dangerously. He's racing. His teammate Flawless is looking to get a tow off his teammate. I'm going to say this for this lap. So his teammate there is sort of Sort of struggling a little bit in dirty as he gets a little bit close to him. Regal opening DRS now, really giving Flawless a bit of a toe. They'll be hoping that this toe really does make up for sort of poor lap time in sector 2 as Flawless goes a bit wide. That'll be the dirty, really affecting him, as I say, in Q2 does hurt. It's Flawless on the medium tyre. Regal looking to go on the soft tyre at the moment. Possibly going to go on the medium tyre later. But just putting in the time to give Flawless a toe. I keep on yawning, I must be boring myself here. Sorry, you guys are bored. I'm trying to make it as entertaining as possible. But with my boring voice, that is limited. Absolutely flat out through there, Regal really putting the foot to the floor, sorry. Flawless goes quite close to the wall but doesn't touch it, that's key there. As we see Regal, who we're on board with now, Flawless come down the main start finish straight. Getting a lovely toe off his teammate, really punching a hole in the air for him in the slipstream. See Regal sort of play with the DRS there. Flawless does not go P1 like he did. Oh, and he hits his teammate. Alfa Romeo would not be wanting to do that, and they've got 5-place grid penalties. Regal has. Has Flawless got one? That'll not be what Alfa Romeo are wanting. As you see, sort of a few penalties being dished out here. See, we cannot see at the moment who's got penalties. I think the stewards might be a bit busier with this race. Right on board now with Ross Wales in the Aston Martin. A little bit slow on his out lap. I mean, I know people don't want to push in the tyres, but he's going slow thinking drivers behind him are on hot laps and he's not. Regal in AI mode there. Come on, Ross. What are you doing? That's his teammate through. And parks it on the apex. Oh, did he pulls out on Ross? There we go, Ross. Get your elbows out, son. Get them out. Maybe not. You're a Red Bull fan, take a hint off Max Verstappen and push people off the track and claim it was their fault. Anyway, as I say, Ross Wales on the medium tyre, he's going to have really cold tyres at this rate. He needs to start warming his tyres up and get his car set. Yellow flag in front, hopefully it's just the car being slow. Yeah, it is. Charlton is being a little bit too cautious there. I do feel some people are a little bit too cautious sometimes. It can be a bit dangerous, as we saw previously, causing 5-place grid penalties unnecessarily. Frost there going a little bit wide and invalidates his lap. Hopefully that's not going to affect anyone. Starfish goes fastest on the medium tyre. With a 1:38.6, a very commendable time on the medium tyre as well. He's definitely got a nice setup. Ross Wales now, DRS open down the main straight. Here you go, sort of the TV camera view this lap. Hoping to mix it up, like I didn't do in Monaco. Ross goes a little bit wild there, gets his rear tyres on the curb. Late on the brakes through there. Gets a little bit jittery on the exit. Ross has sort of got clean air in front of him for a little while. Obviously do see Drowsy Brawler ahead of him. But I believe Drowsy will be on an in-lap with 2 laps soft tyres on. New drivers so far not set a time. Sorry, there's a few drivers actually not set that time. Still waiting for a few more. As Ross goes fastest in sector 1, he'll be very pleased with that. Coming in for the castle section now. Be hoping not to do a Charles Leclerc. Turns in very nicely. Turns in for the sweeping left-hander. Make sure not to go too wide and invalidate. He doesn't invalidate but goes quite wide. Carrying a bit too much speed through there. As you see Starfish get out of the way for him. Catching Drowsy Brawler by the looks of it. Ross just trying to optimise and trying to get possibly a bit of a toe off Drowsy. I'm sure Ross will be liking that if he does. So we do appreciate the lovely colour that Aston Martin is. As much as it is the same team of Racing Point, got him it. The Aston Martin in green does look very nice. Codemasters and EA have done a very nice job of that. But not fixing the game bug because Drowsy Brawler goes into the pits. Ross goes P10. 148. So, as it stands, Ross will go through. However, that is on the medium tyre. So there's a few cars behind him on soft tyres that could go faster. Newer tyres. One of them drivers that could knock Ross through could be, Nambian Boy in the Ferrari, car number 12. Good choice of number. Should start finish straight now. Lovely noise in the Ferrari power unit. Almost like it's got the pit limiter on. Brakes now into turn 1. Nambian Boy has set a lap time. I believe. Not sure though if that'll be. Did it say to me that was his hour? Ross does get knocked down into P11 by RIZE on the soft tyre. He was on an outlet. RIZE all trying to get as far grid up as possible, knowing that he has a 5-place grid penalty, I believe, for the race even starts. Ross retires from the session P11, so admitting defeat possibly. I would say to that, come on Ross. You know, get your elbows out, get out on track and improve that time. I'm sure you can go faster than a 148, mate. But he feels not and retires. I mean, P11's not a bad place to start off the race generally. Free choice tyre, so he's done a lap on the mediums, but he could choose to start on the softs because he's qualified P11. As we see, Flawless go fastest and set to 1, passing the McLaren who I think got out of the way for him. I wasn't really focusing on that, to be honest. Very nice line through there, coming through the cancel section now, tightest point on the track, quite quick through there, very clean though. Looking not to go wide in this corner, perfect through there. It's a little bit of curb, but I'm sure that's fine. Comes through the 2 very fast corners now, crucial braking point as the track goes downhill, verge to the left, very nice through there, almost looked like he didn't brake. So this is RIZE, not Flawless. Apologies. RIZE goes fastest in sector 2. On the soft tyre, so looks like Alfa Romeo will be going for a split strategy as it stands, with Flawless on the medium and RIZE on the softs. RIZE hoping to get as far up to the grid as I say, because he does have a 5+ grid penalty, and he does. He goes P2. Very nice lap from him indeed. Pushes Dirty Chew back down to P10. I'm going to ride on board, I think, with Asonium 7570 as he sets a lap now. Goes P7, very nice lap. On the soft tyre. Looks like Drowsy Brawler is out. Looking to set a fast lap on the medium tyres. These are brand new medium tyres. Again, I think Drowsy Brawler is another one of them drivers who has a 5-place grid penalty, but I'm not sure of that. I know a few were handed out heavy-handed. That'll just be the game. Drowsy is 3 temps up on his delta on the medium tyre. Through sector 1. See yellow flag in sector 2. That'll just be drivers getting out of the way, nothing to worry about. See Drowsy sort of lock up there, I think he did. And he spins, gets control of it there, doesn't touch a barrier. I think he backs out of the lap. Good choice for him, he gets out of the way from the pass. Looks like Drowsy will be abandoning this lap, possibly wanting to go again, or even change his tyres maybe. I'm going to ride on board now with his teammate, RH Storms. He's going into the pits actually, so we're not going to ride on board with him. Sorry about that. If you are following R8 Storms, did commentate last night. Very thorough interview, I'll say, at the end of the race. Hopefully you guys can do that, as it looks like Jax Charlton's lost his front wing actually. He'll be a bit gutted about that. He's going to have to go to the pits, and that's going to cost him a bit of time, which he does not have. There's Starfish retires from the session easily through in P1. You know, not to be funny, but we're going to have to get 10 drivers, go very quick to beat that time. It looks like we can only get a couple drivers get into the 138. So JX Charlton moves into the pits now to get some replaced. Gonna follow on board with Dirty Chewbacca on board with him. He wants to set a better, he needs to move up really, ideally on the soft tyres, to get through to Q3, to get through to the penalty shootout as it were, of Formula 1. But as I say, please do not run any penalties, because we still didn't make it come home. It's coming home next World Cup. Gets a bit too much curb there, that's going to hurt his time a little bit through there. Quite early there. Goes to the chicane again, getting a bit of the curb, hoping he doesn't touch the wall. Doesn't. 30 seconds left of the session. Looks like no one else is going to set faster laps, other than him and Acer Rock on the medium tyre. Chewbacca, as I say, looking to get hopefully into P10, P9 position. He'll be looking at anything to get into Q3 really. And obviously drive at risk there will be Drowsy Brawler. Didn't have the best lap, as we saw. He locked up, didn't he, and then spun slightly. Dirty Chewbacca gets a little bit close to the wall than what he wanted. JX Charlton's also retired from the session as Dirty Chewbacca goes fastest in sector 2. Wanting just a clean run through them final corners now. Getting down the main straight. We're just wanting to egg that car on as much as possible, trying to get it as quick to the line, picking the shortest line possible. Just crosses the line, goes P6, very nice, gets through. Very nice, Borat says. Pushes Drowsy Brawler in the McLaren. P11 McLaren, not done too well today in qualifying, as he did in Monaco. And last car, oh, Ace Rock backed out. He's backed out of his lap. No, he hasn't. He's decided to cross the line from the session earlier, thank you very much. He's not going to set past the lap, unfortunately. So now we go to Q3. As we see, Drowsy Brawler, Aesop, Ross Wales and R8 Storms, I believe. And we have the time this time, woohoo! JX Charlton go out. So I'll just say these guys, Regal got a 10 place grid penalty, and McGurk with a 5 place grid penalty. They will not be too pleased about that. So you see quite a few drivers opting for the soft tyres to start the race on. But also, you know, there's a trio there on medium tyres. So Starfish is hopefully trying to get a good start off the line, knowing that he's got soft tyres behind him. I'm not getting too many texts this week of people going, "Oh, you're doing this wrong," which is good. Because that means something's going right and I'm not doing anything wrong. Not that I know of anyway. As I say, feel free to drop me a text. Give me something to talk about if you really want me to. Talk about the race if you want. Just make sure you tag me on Discord so I can see the comment. Or just a general comment as well. As we see the Ferrari again, first out the pits. Both Ferraris out the pits first. Let's say Regal with a 10 place grid penalty. We originally thought it was 5, but he's got 10, so he'll be looking to get as high up the grid as possible. see the excuse me. I have not got Rona before someone tags me and says that. Um, Negative test this morning. Yeah, Vinny Cousin, the first out of pits in the Ferrari. As I say, Regal with 10 grid penalty. He'll be looking to go fastest. So he starts obviously at the forward as he can, which will be P10, which is not a great position. But, he'll be wanting to get as far as possible, and even if he does not get, so even if say 12 gets 10 places P11. Sorry, if he qualifies P1, he'll still be P11. Sorry, he'll start on his tyres. He brings Q2 lap on because he raced in. He didn't race, but he qualified in Q2 and did a lap in Q2. I'm sure I might make it. Want to just push through the race, which I'm sure he can if he's second in the Drivers' Championship. I'm sure he's got the pace and skill and ability to do that. Hopefully we get to see a bit of racing from other drivers, put up a bit of a fight, which we might see. We'll see a few more cars leave the pits. Vinny Cousin looking to start his first lap, hoping that the traffic in front of him gets out of the way for him. Goes a little bit wide. Gonna ride on board with him now. Sort of mix up the view we get. ERS open now. Use that ERS. Just so we can see his second times. Obviously he's going to be fastest in sector 1, he's the first one set a time in sector 1. His teammate closely behind him though. Couple cars behind him, sorry. We're entering the castle section now. As I say, the tightest point on the track, the really part of the track where you have to concentrate. Not that you're not concentrating on other parts of the track, but part where you really have to focus. And the same way this time. So you're maxing it in gear 7, wishing he changed up possibly a little bit sooner, helps him a bit more acceleration possibly. Because we know he's on manual control then. Used to him, I can't do it. Control it. And he goes low. Fast as a sector 2. That's it, change up some. The RS open now. Sort of wiggling around a little bit straight. 138.5. That's the fastest lap we've seen so far. For qualifying. Teammate, Nambian Boy, this is a 142. Hopefully in Q3 we're looking to get fast laps. We're going to watch from the TV sort of broadcast like there's a starfish again. But on provisional pole, 138.0. And I forgot what I was saying. Typical me. Well. Very clean through that. Here the customer car Ferrari power unit inside the Alfa Romeo. 3 gears. The castle section. Nice and windy through there. It's a very nice line through there. Some decent speed through there, definitely. 2 very quick corners for massive braking zones, and like I say, the track dips down. Saw a few drivers in the real race in Baku going to the wall. Giovinazzi in the Alfa Romeo. As I say, it does find us out possibly. Really test the skill of this circuit. GC8 McGurk go P3. So we're going to try and watch a lap from everyone. very difficult at the moment. We're going to try and go on board with Cass here, his teammate Gert, just quite slight behind him. I wonder if that's Cass possibly to plateau or just coincidence. Excuse me, and I should not have stayed up late last night because I'm yawning now on commentary, which is not at all good. I was going to say professional, but I'm not being paid for this. Cass invalidates on his lap, I won't be too pleased about that. And we have Sim, who has crashed out, I believe. He has crashed out. I'm trying to pick the closest car to see him. So Sim will be starting P10. Not be too happy about that yet to set lap as well. Get on about that for him. Did well to get Haas into Q3. They don't usually get into Q3. Not in real life anyway. See Cass now really flooring it in the Honda power unit again. Car number 69. Gert does get a sizable toe off him, but does go for the pits. Crosses the line, Cass. Validated, I forgot. I don't know why I've been waiting for a time leave. See Cass have to go round again. Hoping that Ferrari, Vinnie Cousins, who's took the emergency escape road. Let's go out of the way, hoping he reverses when it's safely, not in traffic. Get more group penalties for all jobs. DNF, we don't want to see that. Cass running a little bit too much on the curbs, it's going to hurt the floor of his car possibly. If that's part of fall damage, I don't know. Just a simulation damage. Div 2, I believe, will reduce damage. Cass picking a much better line through there, not invalidating this time through Castle. Two fast left-handers now. Let's come up to the critical braking zone. We shall not touch that wall, not turn that front wing. Another pivotal braking zone here. Such a down the straight. Cass goes fastest in sector 2. Gears going up to about 130 at the moment. So, place your bets Moss is going to be and where the position is going to be. Obviously, he's going to be faster than Sim. Sim is yet to settle 56. Very nice time for 1:39.3. I'll give these lap times some P1 to P8 are very good. Obviously, there will be a bit of track evolution. Rubbed it up a bit. That was definitely faster than me yesterday, I'll say. Q3. But, what do you expect? But, you know, that doesn't matter. I went on to win the race. Anyway, stop talking about myself and commentating. I'm going to ride on with McGurk now. I don't think we've watched a lap of this yet. Car number 24. I was going to say very nice helmet. I realised how dirty that's helmet. So very nice helmet design. Yeah. On his outlap. We have Atari. Currently sat at P4. He has a 5-place grid penalty, so at the moment he's effectively P9. So he's going to want to push his car as high as he can. Oh, he tags the wall. Horrible noise. Hopefully he hasn't got any damage from that. Let's go into the TV broadcast, see if he's spotting damage. Looks like he hasn't got any damage, or if not, just very minor damage. 2 minutes left of the session, so if he's going to be kicking himself, that's going to have to get a wing replacement, so we won't be able to get back out on time. See some drivers now starting to finish their outlaps and set some times. As I say, we're going to follow McGurk. Oh, definitely gets wing damage through there. I think his tyres just slightly gave in there. I think he's gonna pit. Definitely crosses the white line there. But I'm sure he's not going to be too bothered about that. I have to just the wall. Chewbacca looks to be causing the yellow flags, not intentionally obviously, he's just getting out of the way of the faster cars on their hot laps. 1 minute left of the session, so it's going to be a bit close for him, if he is on his out lap, which says it is, to get out of the way of every car and then get round, especially in Baku. I might also say you want to be out early just in case of yellow flags. Obviously in this game, you don't get double yellows really, and you don't have to lift for them like you would in real life, or you don't get red flags. But you want to be out the pits first, I usually say in Baku, just so you don't have to worry about cars in front of you. As I say, sometimes it's good to get your elbows out, but obviously cars are on faster laps. Don't want to be getting your elbows out, because that's going to ruin the time. As Flawless parks his car on the corner. Probably getting out, abandoning his lap. 13 seconds, looks like Chewbacca is not going to get round. So we start to see some faster laps being posted now. Follow on board Vinny Cousin, who's invalidated. He's going to be kicking himself, he's not going to be able to go faster. The Nambian boy is the only one yet to cross the line. He's got a cross just before it ended. He can push his tyres as fast as he wants now if he wants to go out for a faster lap, because these will not be the tyres he starts his race on, they'll just be sat in the pits for him. He does get another set of softs for the race. Obviously he's going to want to choose them over 3 laps old softs, more grippy for him, but it's still there for him just in case Vinny Cousin goes into the pits. So it looks like this is going to be our grid. Give or take a couple of penalties that are yet to be posted in. And Nambian boy touches the wall there through Castle. Hopefully getting no wing damage and ruin his time. Just switch the TV view just so we can see a bit more of his car. As I look on the Discord, there's drivers get a bit heated between each other. Hopefully that makes for a good entertaining race, just clean racing of course. But yeah, see Nambian boy looks to be a slower lap than what you'd want. He crosses the line though, so we can go straight into the race. Thank you very much. Well, look now, we have 11 people watching. Hello everyone. So, Starfish on pole by the looks of it. Vinny Cousin also behind them. As I say, I think there's a few penalties to come into effect. We can't see, so I think the grid will change before we start. Just give or take a couple of penalties, but Haas of SYM, Sim, I think you say SYM. Sat in P10, didn't set a lap time because he DNF'd unfortunately. But everyone sub 140 laps, which is very good. So yeah, as we go into the race, apparently it's going to be a dry start. Much better than the start than Div 1 that was wet. As we see drivers now, you will be on the grid, but we only see them pit lane. They'll be picking their strategies, going for 1 stoppers, 2 stoppers. I think the fastest strategy around here is the 1 stopper. Probably a soft hard, I would say, from a lot of people. Maybe soft mediums, or they started on mediums, maybe mediums, soft softs, possibly. Might pop up on the bottom of the screen in a minute. Same projected strategies as we're ready to go for the formation lap. As we go, so pitch strategies only counts on medium tyres here, medium hards or medium soft mediums. That's what the game reckons. I think that'll be a bit different to what most people are going for. So we're going to run through the grid now, as it's all foamed up after penalties. So we have Starfish on pole in the Aston Martin, Vinny Cousin flawless, Cass, Dirty Chewbacca, I'm the Mess Don't Mess, Nambian Boy, SYM, McGurk, Drowsy Baller, Acerop, Ross Wales 91, Regal, R8 Storms, JX Charlton, Meek, Hans, Zombie, DXT Viper, and in the Alpine, finishing off is Ralphie Squad. So we see majority of the grid go for medium tyres, so that'll probably be a medium hard race. But who knows, that could be up for anything. Starfish really trying to warm them tyres up. Ooh, a bit close to the wall than what you originally would have wanted. So far, no one been disqualified in the session, which is good. No one's going to have cold tyres into turn 1, which is where I reckon most of the incidents will be for this race. And I jinxed it. Zombie's been disqualified from the session, and so is Hans and the Mighty Williams. But yeah, them two are going to have very cold tyres to start the race, which they're not going to want. That's going to hurt them getting off the line and getting into the braking zone into turn 1. So could be a possible incident there down that section of the grid. As I say, we're going to follow our race leader, probably for the first 2 or 3 corners, just so we see how he does. Of Starfish, everyone around him on medium tyres except from Cass and below, pretty much. So it's pretty much all a level playing field off the off the starting blocks, you could say. You see now the drivers will drive through the other drivers just as they're ghosted, as they form up for the grid. As I say, place your bets now. But yeah. And I think the grid is now formed up. We are ready for lights out. I'm just moving my headset around, sorry. That's causing loud noises. And we have a game bug. Woohoo! Going right on board with Starfish, looking to see no lights whatsoever. And there we go, light sequence does start. A bit later now. We have 5 red lights. Lights out, away we go. As we see Starfish get away quite nicely. Oh, there's been an incident into turn 1. There's Sim, who's dipped down to last place. He's clashed, I think, with Ralphie Squad. So we're just going to follow our driver. He's warming his tyres up. I would assume they'll be a little bit cold from just sitting there. It gets away quite nicely. So as it looks like, biggest gainer from that was Zombie, up 4 places. Down 12 places though for Sim. I'm going to stick with that rather than SYM. I think that's how you might say anyway. Board to Flawless now as he's very close to Vinny Cousin through the castle section. He's going to be wanting to do a move, but not wanting to do a move because it's Baku and it's the castle section. Oh! Gets a little bit of curb, loses a bit of time there, loses a bit of traction. I'm sure Dirty Chewbacca will be eyeing Flawless up now. Dirty Chewbacca already up 1 place, and we have a virtual safety car, sorry. So we have an incident from another Haas car. Acerop, I think. Possibly losing. Yeah, he's lost his front. So we have a virtual safety car just while the stewards pick it up. That's sort of just going to neutralise this race a little bit. Hopefully we see drivers be careful, not get drive-through penalties in it. As I say, Zombie now up 5 places. Biggest gainer from that. As Codemasters is reforming the grid. I can show you that Starfish isn't P1 at the moment as DRS is enabled. Get a green flag to go racing again. As I say, it will sort itself out in a minute. I think the game's just having a little bit of a spasm, if I'm allowed to say that. So who's close to the next driver? Ralphie Scott's very close. The Mighty Williams of Meek. I think we see Aesop go for pits to get a replacement. Left in session, so I'm sure he'll be back. He's just disconnected. Meanwhile, we'll let his AI take over for him. So yeah, these drivers haven't been lapped yet as much as it says it is. It will sort itself out. DXD Viper line up. The other Mighty Williams of hands. So we have a yellow flag in sector 2. Hopefully it's all clean racing. I would say let's watch who is fighting for races. Looks like Dirty Chewbacca. Too well there, he's got. Oh! And he's nudged a wall. The Mighty Williams will be eyeing that up. If it does have wing damage, that's going to hurt him down the next 2 corners. Hands now really looking to get past him. Be right on board with him. And then you guys get annoyed at me if I just say, oh, it's just getting good as well. Dirty back and looking to get a pit. Replacement as Flawless has gone to the pit as well. You see that's a wing change, and that is a wing change. Car also number 69. Car's lowered. Off they go. His teammate Regal also the best of the race. Also, that's not good from our 2 championship leaders. Looks to be serving a penalty there. So the Alfa Romeo is tumbling down the order now, as Sim has retired. DNF. Ace Rock pick up a drive-through penalty. I'm a bit gutted about that. Just left the pits, I believe. As I say, I'm not getting at the moment the times between them. Apologise, I think that's a little bug in the game. If not, it's me, it doesn't know how to work a setting. You see Ross Wales now trying to close the gap on Drowsy Brawler, eyeing up the McLaren. You see both these cars on the medium tyre. Ross Wales, oh no, that's going to be a safety car surely. As he spins and loses a wheel in the Aston Martin. Not a great quali for Ross, not a great race for Ross either. He'll be a bit good about that as we do have a full safety car. Ambient Boy looks to be taking that to effect, trying to get a free pit stop on that. James Johnson picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Looks to be new mediums for Ambient Boy and a wing replacement. As the car's not going, oh it has gone, it's just a little game bug. Jax Charlton dipping onto the hard tyres. I'm sure Ross will be gutted about that. We say this has again neutralised the race a little bit. I'm just waiting for the safety car to pick up our leader, Starfish, who's had a good race so far. He's got away very well. He's managed not to get in any incidents, which is ultimately good. Gerk's done well to get up to P6, considering he had a 5-place grid penalty. As I say, the two Alfa Romeos championship leading in Division 2, I'll not be too pleased about that. Starfish looking to pit, make the use of the safety car, possibly going on to hard tyres, let's see, shall we? And he is, he's going on to the hard tyre, car's lowered, straight back out, having the best, don't mess, picking up a 5-second penalty, sorry, not a 5-place. McGurk now in P1 on some medium tyres. RH Storm's also up into P2. Very pleased about that after having a poor Q2. Starfish remembering he has to stay behind these cars now as McGurk picks up the safety car. As the safety car picks up McGurk, I should really say. It would be interesting to see a safety car race a Formula 1 car, in terms of the F1 car being a safety car and the safety car being an F1 car. Sure, the safety car would struggle. As we see now, sort of this race just being a little bit diffused by the safety car, following the Aston Martin of Ross Wales balls it up, shall we say. I'm sure he didn't mean to, it was an accident. Yeah. Let's have a quick look who's got some penalties now. Now in the best don't mess, Jax Charlton and Aesop, who has a drive-through penalty. Who is trying to serve it during a safety car, I believe. And you've got to remember, you cannot serve a drive-through during a safety car. He's got to wait until here's a green flag. And then try serve it again as I yawn again for like the 4th time. He'll be looking to try and catch the grid up as he's got to serve a drive-through penalty, so he wants to get as close to the grid as possible, serve his penalty and then get back after them again. But another race start, Aesop would have wanted. As we see, the whole grid pretty much go past him on the parallel side of the circuit. Safety car probably on its final lap. It's usually out for about 3 laps. If not, this will be its 2nd lap. I don't know why we had a green light for the safety car, because that means you can overtake it, and I don't know why it was saying that. I can't stop yawning, sorry. As you see Starfish, I think, disconnect from the session. He's probably going to want to get back in as soon as possible. Yeah. Okay, really starting to get the temperature back into the medium tyres. You do have to warm up just a little bit more than them soft tyres. But it looks to me most of the grid now, except Flawless, is on medium or hard tyres. Pretty much all fresh tyres, except McGurk, except pretty much the top 2. From P12 down to P17, they're not, well, newish tyres. Looks like Ralphie's squad has caught the back of the pack up as we ride on board with McGurk through the castle section now. In TV mode, we'll try to sit in TV mode just for a little bit, as if we were, as if this was like, say, real F1 racing, and we'll move over to riding on board now and then. It looks like Aesop is going to catch the back of the grid up. I presume the safety car would be in this lap. And safety car is in this lap, so now McGurk becomes safety car. As the safety car shoots off, which you wish it did that speed normally. You see the grid weave in and out just to get temperature into the tyres. As we have 7 viewers on the Twitch stream, so we've gone down from 11 so far, it's not great. But oh well. I know I've been yawning and I'm boring, but Starfish manages to overtake Vinny Cousin. I don't know how that's happened. He's going to have to get the place back. Unless he's been told he's going too slow. McGurk now jumps away. Looks to be alright, Storm's got that jump. Caught it just about the right time. Gurk breaks down to turn 1. Vinny Cousin up into P3, gets that position back off Starfish. Drowsy Ball moving up, pass on the best don't mess. Ooh, McGurk. Very close in the powers. Alright, Storm's riding on board now. On TV mode. Fancies his chances possibly. He's got a nice gap to the car behind him as well. I'm just going to switch up the view to McGurk and watch rear facing camera to Alright Storms, who is losing a little bit of time just through the sector 2. I haven't tried McGurk's setup because I have in time trial. Oh, McGurk touches the barrier. He's going to get damage through there, surely. He hasn't got no damage. It looks like he hasn't got any damage. Alright, Storms now. Almost side by side. Can he get it done? Oh, he gets past, but McGurk goes into the wall and picks up damage. Starfish gets past Vinny Cousin. Will there be any contact there? No, but Vinny Cousin keeps the place. This is great racing. And just hopefully it's not a lot of contacts. McGurk's topping down the order now, following his damage. I believe DRS is not activated this lap. Zombie retires from the session. He gives McGurk a 5-second penalty and a safety car as well. That's going to neutralise this race. Yet again. I'll admit, this wasn't been the cleanest race, guys. I'm sure it's not all intentional and it's racing at the end of the day. As a real start to feel sorry for Acerop, who just can't seem to serve his drive-through penalty. Because of safety cars. He's up a couple of places though, following the pit stops for people. Looks to be most people opting for brand new medium tyres, or if not used mediums. Meek and the mighty Williams gone for hard tyres. We gotta admire this beautiful Williams livery. I mean, come on, looks good. Anyway, aside from my bias slightly to Williams, as Meek almost hits the safety car. You sort of got to realise that it waits for the leader, so you can go past it. Excuse me, maybe that was intentional, to do sort of like a Top Gun move on him, sort of buzz him as much as possible. Just sort of for a laugh. I'm just going to follow me because he picks up as he's looking to chase down sort of the back of the grid. It feels like this race has never really got going, which is a shame because we've seen some alright overtakes. We have seen some incidents. It looks like the safety car's now picking up all the R8 Storms at the moment. So Meek about half a lap down, ready to the pack. I don't know whether that's Meek playing with the throttle, going or that's just I just see Starfish rejoin. I'll be a bit disappointed now he's down P4. He was in P1, but you know it happens sometimes. Looks like Meek's going to be able to catch the pack this lap, as the pack is sort of entering the castle section at the moment. Sort of like a snaky worm, as you can see, excuse me, on the track map. See the brake discs, sorry, Meek absolutely glowing. Really putting in the energy into them brake discs. See Meek there going for the castle section, try to catch the grid. Really trying to think of things to talk about now, because we keep just getting safety cars. Looks to be him and DXT Viper, who is ahead, are catching the grid. Meek opting for the long run here. You know, he's not out of the race after safety cars. He is on the hard tyre. See Dochi back there. Looks to be serving a time penalty. Sticking on some hard tyres. And as I say, yeah, you know, as much as they are down in P17, P16, you know, it's like the race isn't over for them. You know, they're on hard tyres, they're going for the long run. You know, they're 10 seconds off first place. You know, they can move up the grid. You know, they're in the pit window of every car. As I'm sure these drivers will be looking to extend these stints who haven't pitted yet. Which seems to be no one. Let's have a look, shall we? RH Storms and Hans have not pitted yet. Hans and the Mighty Williams, of course. Yeah, as I say, these two drivers, they get to stop. They'll be looking to extend the stints, really. Trying to really, you know, get behind. You know, trying to preserve their tyres as long as possible. Trying to get a decent gap behind them so they can pit in a decent window. We're not end up too far down the pit. Down the grid, sorry, not the pit. And safety cars in this lap. I thought it was going to be another lap. We're going to ride on board with RH Storms. Looking behind though, different camera position before you guys say. So our viewers are dropping now like flies down to 5. That's probably just me. I'm sorry. I'm sure people will watch it back, so it's fine. RH Storms weaving after the night just get tyres and backing the grid up possibly. He's thinking when to go. Vinny doesn't get a little bit close. Looks like RH Storms is going to pick his moment, and he does pick his moment. He goes. Looks to be solid ahead into turn 1. Is he coming for as Hans goes wide? Oh no. He's going going to lose out of position to Starfish, that I believe. It's going to be a wait on DRS. Drowsy Brawler looking to really get in front of Hands. Right on board now with Hands. Just creeping there. Just creeping slightly. Oh, Drowsy Brawler does not fancy it down the inside. Hate to toot my own horn, but I down the inside to Drowsy Brawler yesterday. Maybe he has a bit of flashbacks or just doesn't feel confident in the car to do that, as I believe we have. Is that McGurk in the barrier? Oh no, looks like we've had an incident. McGurk not having the best of race here. He likes the Haas through. McGurk in dead last place again. Will not be too pleased, he'll be happy to see the back of Baku. He's not having a great time. I'm sure, you know, possibly wasn't his fault, maybe, we don't know. I'm watching it, truth be told, we're watching this great battle between the Mighty Williams with Hands and Drowsy Brawler. Drowsy Brawler's going to look to defend quite heavily now. Oh, as we see another AlphaTauri of Cass go into the barrier, tumbling down the order now as he gets it going again. And Drowsy Brawler has spun, I believe, or crashed maybe. Has he got wing damage? No, he doesn't look like he's got wing damage. We shall see if he picks it or not. Hands quite happily ahead then. Drowsy's now tumbled down to P10. Dochibacker gets a move on JX Charlton down the main straight. It was to his right of him. Sorry, I missed that. JX Charlton gets the place back. Dochibacker, oh, gets past him, drop it on the curve, he's inside track limits, he had 2 tyres inside of him. But looking like the race is starting to get going now finally. Took a while, it's been a bit of a slow burn. Dochibacker is again getting a bit much on the curves than what you'd ideally want. JX Charlton not making the most of that though. He's sat behind him though, quite nicely. As someone stuck on my throat, bit of a Murray Walker moment there. As McGurk's looking to get past the Haas car, Vaser up, he goes into the wall. McGurk gets it done nice and cleanly. McGurk now want to go for a charge for the grid on these medium tyres, so you're possibly looking to go the whole race. That is definitely possible, you know. What, 14 laps on medium tyres? That is possible around here. It's going to be a bit close towards the end of the stint, possibly a bit uncomfortable. With Starfish getting really close to Ice Storms, almost past him. Ice Storm's a little bit weaving there. I don't know if that's entirely allowed or whatever. I think it should be alright, he's outside the braking zone. Starfish is the fastest lap. Really wishing he had the RS now on the best MS. He's beating that now. He is the best at the fastest lap. Starfish looking to go on the outside. Alright, Storms defends really well on the inside. Starfish gets a switcheroo, gets DRS. Alright, Storms is Vinny cousin now. Eyeing up the move on these starting to degrade tyres of Alright, Storms gets inside. Oh, makes contact. Did have sort of the inside line there. Alright, Storms looking to do it there, but didn't have the speed to go the line through there. So Alright, Storms medium tyres starting to wear off a little bit to the 7 lap hard tyres. Faster. Gonna ride on board now with Dochibacker again, following the Mighty Williams. I'll quit doing that. Of me looking to get it down there? No, he's not. He's gonna play it safe and wait down, possibly the main straight. Possibly gonna look to see if Meek messes up and cancel. Oh, we get a bit close there. Meek gained a little bit of time on Dochibacker stamping the brakes a little bit. Didn't make contact. Move up to Iregal, who's very close to on the best don't mess. Trying to get back into the race. Iregal following a temporary grid penalty. We see sort of a train evolving here, following Hands and Mighty Williams. I'm always going to call Williams Mighty Williams, just because I'm a Williams fan. I'll try to be as unbiased as I can. My Regal really closing the gap to I'm the best don't mess, as you see. Nambian boy go for some new tyres. My Regal looks down the inside, says no. I'm the best don't mess. Going back into EI mode just a bit now and then. Could be a bit of controller issues possibly. The game bug. I'm the best don't mess. Getting DRS on hands. Mighty Williams looking to send it down the inside. Gets the move. Will they get through the corner safely? Yes, they do. Regal looking to get down the inside. What a move from Regal! Regal's looking to go on the outside. This is great racing. Hands fending them off down the inside. Toe to toe, clean racing here. Absolutely brilliant to watch from the back of I the Mess Don't Mess. Regal really getting the move done, and he gets the move done from hands. Well done, Regal. That was great there. And hands almost locking up as Jazzy Baller goes past him. Into Castle we go. Again, hands of the Mighty Williams just leaving a couple of places. His tyres looking a little bit old now, 13 laps, he's yet to pit. I'm assuming he'll be looking to pit this lap now, following he's lost a couple of places. As he's got the throttle bit, he could have got past him there. Jazzy Baller gets past Regal. His hands gets back on the brakes. Following very closely to Regal. Looking to send it around the outside. This is all very close. DRS is going to make a huge difference down this. It's very close to all they touched. The Ferrari of DXT Viper gets past hands. It looks like the Red Bull's going to get past him as well. Dojo Bakker's got past hands. Hands going into the pit. Following Regal closely. His teammate also. Oh, are we going to have a slight incident here with Williams' cars double stacking? Should be interesting. The Mighty Williams team can do a double stack and do a double stack well. Can do it well. Tyres on, drop the cargo. And I've lost track of Meek. No, Meek did not pit that time, sorry. I mistook JX Charlton there for Williams. Sorry, apologies for that. I'm the best don't mess. Really trying to get past Iron Storms, who langs out. Struggling with a bit of connecting issues tonight, I think a couple of drivers are. I'm the best don't mess. Really sat in the slipstream of Iron Storms, who isn't IA mode. Possibly looking down to it in the big braking zone. Decides to wait down the main straight and get past with the RS later. You can see our grid a little bit starting to thin out a bit. There's a few drivers starting to pit, so we're going to start to get pit windows open for the front runners here. And we have a yellow flag. Oh, again. Please don't say, oh, it is McGurk having not the best of races here. I believe he does have damage again on his wing. He's not really too pleased about that. I'm sure he's got something to say. If that was not his fault, as you would as a driver, you know, as RH Storms comes into pits, and he's checking on soft tyres. 10 laps to go. A bit of a bold strategy. Fly with Regal and hands. It's a really good battle between these two drivers. A lot of respect I would have for these drivers. All clean racing. ERS is on, still on. Beautiful, we turned it off. Irish Storm's back in. Getting a bit shocked to know he's on the soft tyre. Regal going a little bit deep into that corner, following behind. Hands. And I need to close the spectator manual and we get told off. Regal really sitting on the back of that Mighty Williams. His hands eyeing up the move on Acerop. Acerop sort of tumbling down the grid a little bit here. Gets the move on Acerop, and so does Regal. castle we go. Sparks flying a little bit there at the back. Nice, no Charles Leclerc to meet the two drivers. Regal really starting to gain on Hamza. Into the TV broadcast mode. Regal really sat behind Hans. Regal does have a penalty. There's a 5-second penalty alongside the best of mess. Regal, I'm sure, will be looking to get DRS down the main straight on Hans here. He does. Can he get moved down the inside? No, he's not close enough for that this time. Possibly looking down to do it into turn 4, possibly. And if this move doesn't materialise for Regal into turn 4, we're going to move on a little bit. Follow another driver, try and get even spread as we can across the board. But most importantly, try and watch the good overtakes. We'll keep an eye on it, however I don't think that's going to happen. This is the other Williams, Hans' teammate, Meek, looking to do a move on Viper into Castle. Oh, he gets a little bit close to the wall. Steps on the brakes, preventing contact. So Storm's on soft tyres. Looking to use that extra bit of grip, extra bit of speed he's got into the braking zone. He switches to the inside. Is he going to be there in time? No, he's not. Well done for the two drivers there, making sure we don't get any contact. And as you see McGurk move up a place into P14. Not a great race from McGurk. I'm sure he'll be looking, as I say, to see the back of Baku. Able to do better in Canada. You can see R8 Storm's really on the back of Meek now. Storms flies past me, using DRS down the main straight. He gets behind the Vesto Mess, who has pitted for some medium tyres. Some fresh mediums. Dochi back, it does get the move on Jazzy Baller into turn 4. Jazzy Baller not loving that corner this weekend. Move from a couple of drivers down there, and a couple of moves he could have got. Goes past to set a 149 on soft tyres. Scuderia AlphaTauri. In my head, that's still Toro Rosso, but well, he's right on board now. McGurk's teammate Cass, who's really close to on the Vesto Mess. So we have a yellow flag. Looks like we're coming up to that yellow flag as Meek's binned it. Oh! Meek steps on the gas a bit too much and he's been Campfires. Dangerous move there, I think, from the Mighty Williams. I'm sure that's going to be a recording. It's flying now. Get past these off. Looking to close the gap down to Meek. So start once again in the lead. Meek hasn't. Sort of becoming a 2-horse race here. It's even a 1-horse race. You see, really starting to gain time on. Go line up a move possibly. It's late on the brakes. Switches to the inside. Meek does have some, which I'm sure he'd be annoyed about. Jazzy Baller pits for some soft tyres now. Looking possibly to set the fastest lap and move further up the grid with better grip. I'm the best at mass moves past him. Jazzy Baller not too far behind him though. We're really using that ERS, turns it off though. Feels he doesn't need it to get closer to him. As Jack Charlton gets past Meek and the Mighty Williams and Meek goes into the pits. Would have fought for some soft or medium tyres at this stage of the race. Jazzy on the soft tyres here versus on the best don't mess and some medium tyres. Who is again using a bit of IA mode. I think that needs to be looked at. He's using that a bit too much, a bit too regularly for my liking personally. It seems to be every corner he's using it. Except Castle. He uses it at that corner. Yeah, that definitely I think needs to be a bit looked at. On the best don't mess again using IA mode. If anything, that's going to help Drowsy Brawler because IA mode is a bit slower pace to usual paces. Chewbacca, gas past Starfish, who's in the pits for some soft tyres. As we have a yellow flag. I think it may be a Williams. I believe it's Meek. Meek at the mighty Williams has crashed. He's got a car approaching him from behind as well. We hope that it's not a repeat. Yeah, he's being in the walls a little bit there. No wing damage by the looks of it. As the Alpine of Ralph's moves past. DXT Viper crossing the white line a little bit there after getting some fresh soft tyres. Looks like the AlphaTauri or Toro Rosso, however you feel, gaining on iRegal. 7 lap hard tyres versus 4 lap mediums. This will be an interesting race. iRegal with a penalty. Jarek Charleston gets past Aesop in the pit stop. Starfish gonna look to chase down Vinny Cousin and Dirty back on some fresh soft tyres now. It's gonna have to be a storming race for him to get back up to P1 possibly. Gonna move on board with Van the Best Don't Mess again, looking to move from Drowsy Brawler. Drowsy Brawler on some softer tyres, on the softer compound, pretty much brand new. So Van the Best Don't Mess on newish mediums as well. You'd expect Drowsy Brawler to have a bit of advantage again to most corners, a bit more back. On the Best Don't Mess, DRS open now in the slipstream. Not using ERS, seems to be harvesting as a white's on the back. And he doesn't manage to get the move down on Drowsy Brawler, but closer though to him. Might be able to do it into Drowsy Brawler's favourite corner of turn 4. As Drowsy Brawler himself is slightly closing a little bit on Nambian Boy in the Ferrari in front. And McGurk really closing that gap to Hands and the Williams in front. Not the race I'm sure McGurk would have wanted, it's not been the best of races for him. Down 2 places, great. But there's worse position changes from Flawless, for example, down 10 places. Wow, RH Storms goes up 10 places. Starfish really pushing that time back now to Drowsy Brawler still eaching away. We have a yellow flag. I believe it's Drowsy Brawler's teammate of RH Storms who is spun. He's going to get a bit of rear wing damage as well from that. Spins around and gets even more probably. His cars are flying past him now. I'm just saying how many places he's moved up. I'm sure. Oh, and he's lost more front wing. He's not going to be too happy about that. Starfish sits the fastest lap of 1:39.5. Really putting Dirty back in here under pressure. He's looking down the inside. He shoots it off. He's down on the brakes. Ooh. Down to 3 viewers now. Woohoo! As Dirty back moves to the inside trying to defend, but Starfish has just got in place and then soft tyres. Starfish now. He's on a roll, and it's hammer time for him. 10 seconds to push down on Vinny Cousin. Oh, did Starfish get some damage there? hope not. That's going to be looks like it may be alright there. Ambient Boy closing on Drowsy Brawler. That is Drowsy Brawler. We're going to be watching Ambient Boy. That's also in this little fight here for P5, P4 positions. And again, I'm the best don't mess using IA mode there. Time the best don't mess now, making a move, possibly down the main straight. He's going to get the RS. Ambient Boy in the Ferrari, looking to defend. So I can't change my camera mode, and now it does. I'm the best don't. I'm the best don't mess, gets past, sorry. Starfish really chipping away at Vinny Cousins' time there on some soft tyres. With 3 laps to go. This is going to be a thrilling end to our race, as he looks to be lapping Meek here in the Williams. Ambient Boy still holding on to that P5 position. He's looking to get it back off on the best don't mess. He's staying on to that back of the Mercedes. Looks like the two AlphaTauris are in P8, P9. Will they do a little switcheroo? McGurk's got the faster pace. You would have thought on faster tyres, although they are a lot older, so they may be a bit graining. Soft tyre will grain a lot quicker than, say, a hard tyre, especially on a track like Azerbaijan. Regal looking to do a move on Ambient Boy now. Say Regal does have a 5-second penalty, so he is going to want to get as far up the grid as possible and as far away from the next car so he can keep his position. Regal really pushing Ambient Boy now. I'm gonna ride on board with him. Says the camera move always changes at bad timing and we miss the move. Really closing the gap now to Ambient Boy. Ferrari will be itching their heads when a custom car comes past them. He gets the move down into turn 1. Needs to be clean as well, no contact. Ambient Boy looking to get that place back, possibly. Regal looks to be shooting off into the distance, trying to chase down on the best on there. As I mentioned, on the Ambient Boy's gonna possibly get it back. He looks down on turn 4 and decides not to. Starfish now 3.3 seconds off Vinny Cousin. You can almost see him. On soft tyres, he's going to really want to be pushing this car now, 2 laps to go. He's going to really want to get his position back. Keep an eye on that as Regal really catching the gap to Iron Best don't mess, who uses their eye mode again, touches the barriers. R8 Storm's also very close to the back of Flawless, Regal's teammate. Again, not the race that, we have Ambient Boy who has spun, possibly. McGurk coming up fast, gets past them, bit of contact there, touches the wall slightly. As I was saying, R8 Storm's getting very close to Flawless, Regal's teammate. As I was saying, not the race that Alfa Romeo would have wanted to qualify so high. As we believe we have yellow flags on the main straight. That is from Regal, Flawless's teammate. Yeah, not the race that Alfa Romeo would have wanted. It's been, they're 1-2 the drivers. I'm sure that's going to change after this race. As I say, the top 4 of the drivers in Division 2 is very close. Hands moves up past Iregal. Iregal goes into the pits on Namian. Starfish now 1.3 seconds off the lead. We're going to watch our 8 Storms on Flawless. He's going to get the move done. DRS is wide open for Gear 8. We're going to switch across now. 2 Starfish and Billy Cosby for the battle for the win. Hope this back marker of Ralphie squad, sorry, is going to move out the way as he is getting slightly blue flag from Vinny Cousin. Vinny Cousin though might want to wait to stay behind him and get DRS possibly past him. Squad choosing to get out of the way from Vinny Cousin. Starfish now looking to get his lead back. Vinny Cousin, he's going to be very close, he's definitely going to get DRS down the main straight. Going for the harder right. He's not using his ERS, he's harvesting it, he's run out of ERS possibly. Starfish gets the move done. Starfish doesn't. Oh, he does, because Vinny Cousin chooses the inside line but doesn't brake in time and outbrakes himself and goes deep. Starfish back in control of this race, from pole back into P1. Very nice move for him. Iregal on some new soft tyres now. Looking to get past the McLaren of R8 Storms, who obviously have the best of races now. Had a couple of spins. Not the race he would have wanted following a good result for McLaren in Monaco. Hans and then Williams comes in the pits in the last lap. Iregal, oh, get very close and he spins out. He spins out and he crashes. He has crashed. His R8 Storms crashed as well and got damage. He is not, but he's certainly got damage, and most drivers have to take a base of action, swerving through the wreck of Iregal. R8 Storms just a passenger in that crash there. And there's definitely, probably not going to be a safety car because it is the final lap. R8 Storms choosing to pit and get a wing replacement. He's going to opt some soft tyres. I'm the best, don't mess. Just less than a second off Drowsy Brawler now. It's our race winner, Starfish. No. Vinny Cousin apparently, I'm sure. I don't know what's happened here, who's won. Because I could have sworn Starfish crossed the line first, and that would make more sense given the track position. Unless Starfish has had a penalty to serve. We'll get confirmation of the results soon. Drowsy now crosses the line. Does crash as the cross of the line. Cash crosses the line, P6. AlphaTauri not had the best race of both drivers, however, P6, P7, I'm sure they'll be happy with that given the circumstances. The XT Viper next to across the line. Hans following the second behind him, not close enough to get a win. Not close enough to get a position change for the line. Boy crosses the line, Flawless next across the line. Flawless not having the best of race, he was, I believe, up there in top P5 and then he's ended up P11. Maybe a bit gutted about that. The Alpine crosses the line. And that's across the line, R8 Storms, just a passenger in that last crash from Iregal. He hasn't had the best race either as his teammate does finish P4. And that is the race over with. Driver of the day does go to Viper, but I'm sure that would possibly could be different. Or it could be him again in the vote. We're just waiting to get confirmation of the results of Division 2. Round 4 in Baku, as you see on the podium now. It is Vinny Cousin. Any cousin in the Ferrari P1. Looks like Dirty Back is going to be P2 in the Red Bull. The Starfish P3 in the Aston Martin, which will be a bit gutted about given he raced so well to get back up to P1. Although I presume it's from a time penalty. Just couldn't get enough time between them to keep his position. A podium is a podium. He'll be happy with that still, I'm sure. So as we get confirmation, Vinny Cousin P1 started P2, so overall quite a good strong race for Vinny Cousin. Dacia back P5, started P5, finished P2. Starfish did start P1, finished P3. Drowsy Brawler up from 10th place to P4. I'm the Best Don't Mess P5, Cass P6, McGirt P7, Viper P8, Hans P9, Ambient Boy P10, Flawless P11, GX Charlton P12, Ace Rock P13, RH Storms P14, Ralph Squad P15, Mink P16, iRegal, I believe it was DNF, it was P17, Zombie P18, Ross Wells P19, and SIM P20. Well, thank you everyone for watching. I hope I haven't bored you guys too much and you enjoyed for a good race. I'm sure there'll be a few words going around the drivers at the moment following a couple of incidents that last race. But we hope to see you in Canada for the next race.